Have you ever noticed your smartphone starts slowing down exactly on the day a new model is released? I used to think it was just bad luck. But I'm Money Hacker and I realized your phone didn't break. You're just being professionally played for money. Today, I'll show you how I escaped this trap and saved a fortune. Watch until the end to find out the price of your freedom. I learned to see real numbers behind flashy ads. If you want to learn too, subscribe and hit the like button. Tell me in the comments, how often do you actually buy a new phone? Be honest. Just a few years ago, I was standing in lines at 5 a.m. myself. I was ready to give away $1,200 for a phone that was only 3% faster than the one already in my pocket. My old gadget worked perfectly, but I felt outdated. You know where the upgrade really happens? Not in the box, but in our heads. Companies spend billions on ads, so we feel discomfort with a thing that perfectly satisfied us yesterday. It's a psychological game where we lose. I noticed the euphoria from a new purchase lasts only 3 days. By Monday, I was using the new phone exactly like the old one. The joy was gone, but the debt in the banking app stayed with me for 2 years. This is the upgrade illusion. The business model is simple. Every 2 years, you must bring them your money for an experience that has barely changed. They sell us the same candy in a new wrapper. When I calculated the numbers, I was shocked. If you change a flagship every 33 months, you'll spend over $12,000 on smartphones alone in your lifetime. That's excluding headphones, cases, and repairs. But the phone is just the beginning. Add a laptop. Companies create a chain where every link pulls money from your wallet every month. An average family spends $1,700 a year on tech. Over 40 years, that's $68,000. I realized that instead of another screen, I could buy a new car or a down payment on an apartment. Here is my main secret. I started investing that money. If you invest $1,700 a year at 8%, in 30 years you'll have $214,000. I chose $250,000 over a pile of old plastic. What will you choose? Have you noticed that after a system update, your old phone suddenly lags? I used to think the hardware couldn't handle it. But as Money Hacker, I found out. Developers intentionally bloat software to make your device feel old. It's digital forced obsolescence. Once, my camera glass cracked. The service center said the repair costs half the price of a new phone. This is another hack from corporations. They glue parts so repair is non-profitable. They don't want you to fix, they want you to buy. Every September, I watched keynotes like I was hypnotized. They showed graphs where speed grew by cosmic percentages. But I compared the new phone to my old one, and Instagram opened with a split-second difference. We pay $1,000 for a difference invisible to the naked eye. Society pressures us. I remember being afraid to put my 2-year-old phone on the table during a meeting. Corporations taught us to be ashamed of working things, but I hacked this belief. Now I'm proud that my capital grows while others just change their case color. Let's look at the numbers. Flagships from 2022 and 2025 do the exact same thing. I made a table of real functions, and 98% of what we pay for in a new model is marketing, not technology. I stopped paying for thin air. My personal hack. I don't buy new models at launch anymore. I wait a year or two and buy refurbished tech. It works the same, has a warranty, but costs half as much. I get 95% of the features for 40% of the price. I used to be locked in an ecosystem. One brand, one charger, one cloud. To change your phone, you had to change everything. I broke the circle. I choose things for efficiency, not logos. This gave me freedom of choice and saved tons on accessories. Calculate how many hours you need to work to buy a new gadget. When I realized I was giving away a month of my life for a slightly better camera, I felt uneasy. I now ask, is this phone worth 160 hours of my life? The answer is usually no. Do you know what unites many millionaires? They don't chase new iPhones. They drive reliable cars and use tech as long as it works. I adopted this philosophy. My old phone is my symbol that I control money, not the other way around. Today, I challenge you. Delay your next gadget purchase for at least a year. Put that money into an investment account. In a year, you'll thank yourself when you see your capital working for you. Hack your consumption habit. Before buying any tech, I do a test. I mute the ad and look only at facts. If I can't name 3 tasks my old device can't do but the new one can, I close the tab. 90% of the time, the new model is for your ego, not productivity. I developed a lost wealth table. Every $1,000 phone is actually $10,000 taken from your future self in 20 years. I see a stack of cash that could pay for college or a dream vacation, not just a glass body. You see a sign, 0% interest, only $50 a month. This is the ultimate marketer's hack. They split large sums into tiny parts so you don't notice the capital loss. Small payments are holes that sink your big ship. Now for me, cool isn't the latest model. Cool is when your 3-year-old phone looks new because you care for it. I buy one quality case and the device lasts 5 years. This frees me from an arms race that's impossible to win. Corporations tie us down with subscriptions. I hack this too. I use my own storage and free alternatives. Instead of paying $10 monthly forever, I invest it. Small expenses are silent killers of wealth. Remember the joy of unboxing. It lasts 5 minutes. I found a new joy, watching my dividends grow. This is an unboxing that lasts forever. When I want a new gadget for the emotion, I buy shares of the company instead. The most common reason for a new phone is the battery is dying. My hack: instead of $1,000 for a new phone, I spend $50 to replace the battery. It gives my phone 2 more years of life. It's the best investment you can make. Many people buy expensive phones to look richer, but real wealth is buying assets, while poor people buy things that look like assets. Your status is your bank account, not the model in your pocket. When you stop depending on upgrade cycles, you gain a superpower: patience. You buy only when you need and at a fair price. You're no longer a marketing victim. You're a rational player. You've seen the numbers and my own mistakes. Upgrade illusion only works until you know about it. Look at your device right now. It's still great, isn't it? Right? I am free if you decided not to buy a new one this year. Did you get notifications that your cloud is full? Corporations bloat your storage with duplicates to sell you a subscription. I just clean the trash once a month. Those $24 a year invested turn into thousands. Don't buy clouds, buy assets. Marketing works on the fear of being worse than others. I used to be afraid people would notice my old camera. Then I realized successful people care about your ideas, not your phone. I focused on being independent, not looking cool. Trade-in is a trap. They give you $300 for a phone worth $500 on the market. I always sell my tech myself or use it until the end. Don't let them manipulate your profit with fake discounts. Instead of a $1,200 phone, I go on a week-long vacation. Tech is just hardware. Experiences are memories that never go out of style. My 5-year-old phone takes great photos from mountaintops. Value is in the moment. Companies remove the headphone jack to sell you $250 wireless ones that die in 2 years. I use adapters or quality wired headphones. My sound is better, and costs are 10 times lower. Fast charging kills your battery twice as fast. I charge slowly at night. This small habit saves me hundreds of dollars and extends my tech's life to 6 years. I once used a basic flip phone for a month. My productivity grew by 40% and stress dropped. We spend thousands on devices that steal our time. I use my smartphone as a tool, not the center of my life. Look at millionaires' desks. They often have simple monitors and old laptops. Wealth is what's in your account, not what you show. I choose invisible status that pays monthly dividends. If your child asks for a new iPhone, give them a choice. A $1,000 phone or a $300 used $1 plus $700 in an investment account. When they see it grow, they start hacking the system themselves. Buy new because it's safer is a lie. For 99% of people, security is just a strong password. Your old phone didn't become leaky overnight. It's just a way to make you pay for peace of mind. I reviewed my subscriptions and saved $400 a year. by switching to family plans and annual payments. That's a free budget phone every year just by organizing digital bills. Remember, tech is a liability. It depreciates instantly. I only buy liabilities when my assets earn enough to cover them. If your investments don't pay for your phone, you can't afford it. You think you win during Black Friday? Spending $700 on something you didn't need before the discount is a $700 loss. I ignore sales and buy by plan, not by the store schedule. Laptop making noise? Clean the dust and replace thermal paste for $10. I saved dozens of devices with this hack. It gives tech 3 more years. Each year is more money in your account. The fewer gadgets you have, the more freedom you gain. Each device demands attention. I kept only the essentials. This freed my brain for projects that actually make money. When was the last time you felt proud of being frugal? In our world, it's weird. But for me, it's weird to be poor with a new iPhone. I left the game. My rules are capital, freedom, and logic. Most tech reviewers get devices for free. Their job is to make you want to buy. I watch 1 year later reviews to find the truth about battery and bugs. Be critical. Search for experience, not a show. Now you are a money hacker. Every time you see an ad, you see the manipulation code. You feel power because you know the real price. You are building a foundation for a debt-free future. We've come a long way. Your freedom costs exactly as much as you're willing to invest in yourself instead of corporations. Be an owner of your life, not just a consumer. If this series changed your mind, it's my biggest win. Share this with a friend who's about to take a loan for a phone. Subscribe, right? I hacked the system, and see you soon. You are the main app in your life. Update yourself. The logic of wealth is simple. Wait for the hype and buy with cold reasoning. Your wealth is the difference between what you earn and what you waste. Never let a trend decide your budget. Money is energy. Don't spend it on dead circuits. The truly smart user knows that the best feature is an automated savings plan. Every time you resist an impulse buy, you win a battle for your future. The system depends on your impulsivity. Hacking your finance is actually hacking your psychology. Disconnect from the hype and connect to your goals. You don't need the latest lens to see your financial future clearly. Your phone is a tool, not a trophy. Stop identifying with what you own. The brand name on the back of the phone does not define your worth. Your worth is mainly determined by your assets and knowledge. Avoid the monthly payment trap at all costs. Interest is fine if you receive it, but deadly if you pay it for gadgets. Ownership is better than endless rental plans. Evaluate every purchase by the freedom it costs you. If a typical gadget costs 100 hours of work, ask yourself if that freedom is lost forever. Most tech isn't worth it. Realize also that your current tech is already a high-performance miracle. We are told to ignore current perfection in favor of future promises. Stay with what works. Master the art of maintenance over replacement. A clean system and small hardware repairs are secret weapons of wealthy hackers. Small actions lead to large balances. Start your own compound interest journey right now. The money you save on this one telephone could be the seed of your financial independence. Watch it grow with patience. Final thought. The system is built to extract wealth from you. You are rebelling by keeping your money. Stay rational. Stay independent. Money hacker out. Update yourself daily.